Guys, my alarms didn't alarm this morning, and I was trying to get up early so I could go grab an energy drink. I woke up at 5 to 10. 5 o'clock to 10. I have 5 minutes to 10. And I had to run to grab an energy drink. I had to get ready for work, so that way I could do a full 3 hours and just leave directly for work. Now, fortunately for me, the energy drinks were very close. I still had to take an hour. But in the end, we made it. We're here. So let's start with this bastard who gave me so much trouble yesterday. Alright, where are the criers? I hear you fuckers, where are you? Ah, there you are. 1, 2, and 3. That's right, keep going that way. Alright. Done. Alright. Perfect. Those are 0 runes. Let's take a look at our map. Okay. Okay. So we came from up there, down the stairs, over to about here, killed the dancing lion. So I think we have to head back up here, and that should take us to Romina. Or at least give me enough of an overview where I can pick my way down. That's the problem with doing multiple New Game Plus cycles, is that like, your memories of previous games just get jumbled together. So you'll be doing things, and you'll remember the steps. You'll remember going through the steps to get to the thing. But then when you're doing it, you're doing the steps out of order. I'm honestly considering compiling a Google Doc to like keep track of what I'm doing round to round. Just so I can be like, oh, okay, I did this then. Then I did this, then I did that. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Now, I want to go down. I want to go back down this elevator. Just to see something. I'm reasonably certain we just have to warp back over to the Grace. But given the route I took to get down here, I just want to see how far over this goes. Alright, so it goes about to over there. Whew, almost didn't make the jump. I'm just gonna... Yeah, sorry guys. Alright, so this takes us to about here. Now let's take a look around, real quick. Alright, so that way leads to certain death. Don't want to go that way. What the fuck is this? Okay. What does that give me? Grants effects of all Crucible talismans. What the fuck are the effects of other Crucible talismans? Excuse me. I see. I'm clearly missing some of them. That's very interesting. Okay, well, I'm glad we took this journey. Let's go back over to here. This is the best grace to go to. Hopefully everyone's been having a great Tuesday. Despite mine starting late, it's going good. My country recently had an election, so it's all that's really on the news. Alright, so we're going to go over here. We're going to jump back over here. And then hypothetically, we're going to get into here. So let's go. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. Well, something out there's angry. Would I survive the fall? Well, the jump, rather. Where's this lead? Is this over there? I don't think I'd survive. Do I have... No, I have no sacrificial twigs. Okay. Well, the runes are right here. So, let's try to make the jump. Ooh, made it. Miranda? Hi, Miranda. Just here for the shit. Alright, well, it's a lot more rotty over here, so that's promising at least. Is there a Grace nearby? No, no Grace? Okay. I still can't believe those fuckers can fly. Alright, so now we're up here. And we are where now? In combat, apparently. Okay. Alright, what's over here? It's not the way forward. This would have to be the way forward. And I'm reasonably certain it is because of all the rot. Would you guys fucking stop? Yeah, this is the place. Alright. Now we should get invaded by horn scent here if I'm reading things. No horn scent. Cool. All right, we managed to find Romina. Now, I could either do this fight, or I could try to get down to the Darklight Catacombs. Which we do have to get to, because we do have to have that grace, so that we can get to Metyr, as they are another remembrance boss. Alright, we have this grace, we can come back here whenever we want. That was a journey worth taking. Let's go back to Shadowkeep. Storehouse first floor. We can realistically do two things at once. We have until 2. As that's when I have to leave for the workatorium. You know what? I think it'd be funny. Oh, okay. All right. Alright, so now we have to get past this dude. Real easy. 1, 2, stance break. Done. Smithing stones. Bone darts. Alright. Come out, vulgar militia. I see you guys. Man, I love this hammer. Like, I'm not a strength build, I'm mostly a dex build. But sometimes using strength weapons are fun. Wait. How did you die down here? Ah, that's why. Because you misjudged where the ladder was. This long-ass snake-eater ladder. Imagine how cool it must have felt, not knowing this door was here. Like, how do you figure out that door's there? Like, I've wondered that since I started taking this route. But it had to have been a cool feeling at first. I might take on Rikshasa for free runes. Alright, let's go grab this Grace. We're still significantly far off from leveling. We're like halfway there, I think. 824, 464, yeah, we're like halfway there. Living on a prayer, one might say. Alright, now remember coming through here last time very well. Because I had made it to the Grace. I had activated the Grace. And you see the golem where my head lines up with? That dude came back to life and one-shot me as I was hitting the Grace. So, we're just gonna run. I don't even think it's a good tier you get either. Go. Go. Oh Lord, he coming. Hit it, hit it. Sit it, sit it. Ooh, okay. Alright, he's back down. I think. Yeah, he's back down. Okay. Alright, now we have to pick our way down. While carefully avoiding the flies. As they will kill my progress down here faster than you'd think. And we want to get over to where those spirit graves are. Alright, and then there's at least 2 more birds over there. Okay, so we made it down. Down-ish. We still have to circle around this way to get to Rakshasa. I forget what that is. Just a stone. I honestly don't need to fight. Alright, let's run to Rakshasa. And Rakshasa should hypothetically give us enough runes to level. Or put us within spitting distance of it. Alright, this is gonna have to do. Where is it? There it is. Shard of Alexander. And while not a remembrance boss, it is a good fight. One more. Should have backed up. And I could feel it too as it was happening. Because, like, I had wasted her one heal. So, I mean, realistically, it was my fight to lose. And I did. It is what it is. Yeah, I absolutely will. Thank you. Alright, that's been copied. I will add you after I'm done streaming today. Just saving that to a note. Yeah. Here we go. There we go. Saved. Alright. Now let's do this. One more. And stay down, Rakshasa. Honestly, that's not bad. That was not bad. All right. But yeah, no, I love this spell. And with this hammer, it really lets me do some, like, Thor cosplay. And what I really love is that, like Mjolnir, I can throw it. Alright, I already have Jane's clothes, so I don't need to go in that way. Alright, now for the real fun part. The parkour. Oh god, I forgot all about the parkour. This isn't the parkour. Down there, that grave, that's where the parkour starts. Oh. They're both flies. Why will you not let me lock onto that one? I'm gonna hate this. And I'm not choosing dog game. Oh, thank God. Where's the dog? The dog is safe. Further dogs? Okay. I still don't know what dragonfly heads are good for. Like, I know they've got to be good for selling. I know there's some kind of crafting material. But I don't know what they craft. Ah, yes. Now for the real parkour. Ah, fuck nuggets. And I'll tell you why that's bad. Now I gotta go all the way back to the Grace. Because someone, I'm not gonna mention names, someone forgot to hit the Grace on their way down. Because there was a second Grace between the Grace where I started from and Rakshasa. Somehow I managed to avoid. I mean, this anonymous person managed to avoid. Who in no way is on stream right now. No, sir. Wouldn't be me. That was almost 2 last second. Same with that jump. Hi flies, bye flies. Come back never. Yeah, there's the Grace. Alright, please guys, just leave me alone. I'm just trying to live. Fuck it, getting on the horse. I am going to regret this. You're a fucking curse blade. Yeah, we're going down this way. Yeah, no other choice. You know, I don't normally go this way. You know, and I'm not sure why. This is clearly the more direct route. Now we're going to do two things here. First things first, get down to the grace. Hit the grace. Grace the grace. And then try to get our runes. I know, fuck them runes. But I'm very close to a level. And far be it for me to lose out on a level. And I can already hear people say, "But Jason, you're almost level 300." I know, and that's the level goal. Alright, so our runes are right there. That's Recluse's River downstream, so I think that's where we need to go. Like, honestly, in future runs, I may just go down through the Fly Village. Because that was really direct. In a really confusing way. So when I come back here, in New Game Plus 3, that's the route I'm going to take. Alright. Okay. Ooh, that was close. It's too far. That way's not far. Cool. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily anti-bug. But man, I hate the bugs in this game. So yeah, we came all the way down that way. Avoiding the waterfall. And like I said, it was straightforward in a really confusing way. But at the same time, like... I can't argue the efficiency of it. There. Got the runes. I just want to see if I have enough for a level in other things. Okay. Let's use these ones. Alright, so I still need like 40-ish thousand. So to that end, because we have this catacomb open, we're gonna go somewhere reasonably low stakes to farm. Just a small farm. You know, I know exactly where we're going. I know exactly where we're gonna go. I know exactly what's gonna get us the runes. Let me just open up my window. There we go. Cool. Turn the heat a little bit. Not by a lot, but enough to where the window can be open. Okay. You may be wondering, who do I plan on farming? A solitary knight. Honestly, I love the Smith's Group weapons. Now that being said, they're kind of subject to like, whoa, fuck off. Now that being said, they're kind of subject to like a distance nerf. Where, well, yeah, they can be thrown, and they do come back to you. After a certain distance, they just stop being useful. So, see here. I can lock onto them. I can throw my mighty hammer. And I'm still in lock-on range. And as it gets closer, yeah. Your efficacy goes down massively. Now let's not screw around with these worms. They're being incredibly pleasant right now. They aren't trying to fight me, I'm not trying to fight them. Although that being said, I'm pretty sure they're like 2,000 runes apiece. And I'm all out of crab, so it may be worth it to go back to the base game. I got another one for you. And I got another one. Here, have another one. On me. I wasted it. I wasted my 3-minute timer. Now what he has is what I would argue is super poise. Because he's just going to be able to tank his way through almost anything. Which is the great part about the Solitude set. Is that you can tank through almost anything. The problem is that it's really fucking heavy. Like, it is my break in case of emergency armor, and I'll show you why. So this is my typical armor. I like the Rikshasa set. It's very cool. This is the Armor of Solitude. It immediately puts me in heavy load. The only way I can mitigate it is by taking off a weapon. Then that takes me down to medium load. So I forget what he's weak to. Huh? No. That's right, I put Lion's Claw on something else. How about... That's unupgraded. Okay, let's do that again. And this time I'm going to soften him up with lightning first. Have another one. Have a third one. Have a fourth one. And... Did I get him? Oh, thank God. Whew. Whew. Okay. See, and that's the good news about, and that's the good thing about the Solitude set. Tons of poise. All right, what do I want to do now? I want to go up. I want to go level up. So let's head to Darklight. Today's energy drink is Rockstar Island Bliss. They came out with a lot of really punchy flavors. Like, when I say punchy, I mean like punch, like fruit punch, that sort of thing. But it's different than their fruit punch. All right. I'm taking Faith up to 50 eventually, so I'm gonna put one into Faith. So I've got 3 points left till I reach 300. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna put 1 more point into mind, 2 more points into faith. And that's gonna be leveling for me, realistically. The other thing I like about the Rikshasa set is that per piece of the set that you wear adds 2% to your damage. However, conversely, it also adds 2% to your damage taken. Just die. Wait, now that I think about it, I was going to go back to the base game. I was going to try to grab some crab. One second. Alright, let's go visit my crab man. The fastest and most direct route there would be from here. Container items. That reminds me. I need perfume bottles. Can I purchase perfume bottles from you?
Is some customer well?
I don't think I've been here yet. Okay, can I get perfume bottles? No, apparently. Alright, and next thing is next. Boggart. Yes, I see you guys. I don't know why I didn't grab the Rune Rocks the last time I was there. Because I clearly was there before. The perfume bottles were gone. Boggart, my man, where are you? I would like some more crab. Yeah. Yeah, give me a second. Why did I do that? Come on back out onto the water. That's right, you want to come to the water. And you, stay down. Alright, now. Excuse me. I do know of a place where I can find perfume. I'm about to be attacked, aren't I? Where is it? At the Lux Ruins. Perfumer's Ruins, okay. So we want to get there from here, I think. If I'm viewing the map correctly. Which, given my sense of direction, isn't 100% guaranteed in this game. Alright, now. So we want to head to about there. So to that end, we go down this way. Past the Wolfies. Oh no. Come on, I need to back up. I see you, Senate Lansax. Cool. Cool. I seem to recall fighting him here before. That may have been in another cycle, but I definitely recall fighting him down here before. Like this game cycle. What's this? Golden Roa. Why are there always so many wolves? Cool. Didn't have that one before. Alright. We're getting close. Now I'm reasonably certain I find bottles here. Ah. Omen killer clothes. Any bottles? Nice. Just a nascent butterfly. No bottles, disappointingly enough. I guess we'll do a catacomb while we're over here. May as well. We're already here. I want to see something for a second. I've probably been here before. No, I haven't. Okay. And since I'm not doing Vare's quest, you know, I might go there next. I want to take down Remembrance bosses. And I will take down Remembrance bosses today. But I'm curious. So, with the 4 belfries, some of them take you other places besides Mogwins. Alright, I dropped down from here last time. Somewhere a heavy door has opened. I think the fact that they snore is just adorable. For the record, I hate them, but I find their snoring adorable. Not gonna say no to a rune arc. Good sword ahead, yeah. Alright. Huh. Yeah. Iframes. Ah. That could have been so good. It's probably for the best they didn't have the most flasks. And they didn't go in with the most situational awareness. Let's try that again. One more. That was actually cool as fuck. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we land just on the edge there, then we go down. Alright, now this time, go in with the plan. Ow. Alright, Perfumer, die. Alright. Alright, so let's go back to the entrance. Now that unpleasantness is dealt with. Excuse me. Now, I want to look up which of the 4 Belfries locations takes you where. Just going on to Bextra right now. Okay, so the first Belfry takes me to Crumbling Fair, Missoula, containing the Pearl Drake Talisman. Now, I think I already have that. Or at least a version of it. Dragon Crest, Dragon Crest. Flame Drake. Yeah, I've already got the Pearl Drake. So, where we want to go is the third one. We want to go to Night City, Night Sky Unceasing. Okay, okay. Do I already have the model necklace? I do, apparently. Well, you know, let's do it anyway. Why not? I'm already headed that way anyway. I've never taken any of the other ways, so could be cool. Hi, Night. Bye, Night. You are an irrelevance to me. I said fuck off. Just gotta make it to the Grace. Alright. Now. Have I already been here? Oh no, I have already been here. Ah, dang it. And I thought I was going to Nocrin. Outrageous. Oh well. What we can do, however, is see how many remembrances we have so far. And then head back to Darklight. And in case you're wondering, my last two streams have been more chatty than normal. It's because I haven't hit my dab pen before streaming. The last two streams. And the reason is not just because I'm broke until Thursday, but also because I find I'm not putting out good streams when I'm stoned. And don't get me wrong, I'm a massive stoner, but like, it's just not good for streaming. I'm not that interactive with people. Cool. So that means that. Let's see, I'm just looking at the bottom 5 rows, and I'm using the top 5 rows as their naming places. So we've got metyr, Midra, Promise Consort, and I'm missing 2 more. How can I be missing a remembrance? Well, 2 of them. Alright, let's just take a look at the map for a second. Alright. We did Fortisax. We did the entirety of the Ronnie quest. We did Moog. Radon's dead. Let's see here, what else? Godric's dead. They're dead. Rykart's dead. Fire Giant's dead. Mikkel is dead. Who in the name of fuck am I missing? Oh yeah, that's right, Romina. That still means I'm missing 1 then. Why are you still here?
Oh yes, this you. Do you call it Marika? The thing is, we all are new. May you join the glimmering stars above.
I always forget that I always forget that I have to exhaust all of his dialogue before he leaves the seat. Metyr is relatively easy. as we go down another snake eater elevator. Alright. Let's take down Anna. Come out, Anna. There you are. Ooh. I always forget how effective those fan daggers are. And they are fairly effective. They hit like a ton of bricks. However, I've got a hammer that hits like a ton of bricks. So I think we're gonna put our hammer up against what she's got. Okay, that was worth it. That was worth dying for. I can freely admit that. It's 0 runes. Yeah. Finger ruins a mirror. Now I go up to the Italian symbol and I blow into that horn. I think she was about to heal. Alright, so I gotta go right into the middle of the Italian symbol. Thank God there's a Steak America here. I wonder. I just wonder how weak to electricity she is, given that the entire arena is water. Let's find out. And the boss music in this game, and this fight, immaculate. I love it. There we go. Surprisingly not weak. Okay. That's disappointing. That's right, keep crushing. One more should do it. There we go. I didn't hit it in time. That was actually cool. I'm clipping that. Just because. That was the coolest exit whip I've ever seen an enemy do. Like, I can't really be convinced that they're dead. Okay, let's hit the grace. Let's ask a level. Alright, brought up mind. Next we bring up faith. And now for the real problems. Count Emir and Yolan. Hold on. A second. Just 2 seconds. Just posting this to TikTok. Because I don't ordinarily post in the middle of streaming. But a little peek behind the curtain. I'm just trying to see if it makes any difference. There we go. There we go. All right. All right, Yolan, let's do this.
What have you done? You've wounded Count Emir most irreparably, such that he wishes his death, and I must attend to the Count's concerns.
She actually sounds sad about it. Come on, Melania.
My dear star, a fine mother, you will be.
Alright, Yolan's dead.
Grant me a mother's strength. Look
There you are.
at my fingers. I will be the true mother. And I will be the only mother. My dear child,
There.
I desired to be your mother.
Cool. That's a maternal staff. I don't need the maternal staff. I'll tell you why not. Because what I need is locked behind Metyr's remembrance. And what she has is a staff that casts incantations and sorceries. And for some reason, I slept on it in the last two game cycles. I'm not skipping out on it this time. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Alright, so that's one remembrance down. Let's go for another one. I'm just looking up here just to make sure. Just so I know. Romina. Promised consort. Is there another one I'm missing? I did Gaius. I did the sunflower. Why do I feel like I'm missing a remembrance? There's Midra. Putrescent Night, yes. However, that takes some doing. It's not as though Darklight won't. Darklight is definitely going to take some doing. But the cover shooter element of getting to the Putrescent Night, man, I hate it. I was actually walled there in base new game. Alright, let's go. I hate them so much. Stay the fuck down. Terrible. Okay, well, let's run that again. We haven't reached Stake America yet, so it's not as though we can just go back to the stake. Gotta go back to the Grace. Alright. I think we avoided it. Stay down. Alright, and don't even get me started on those fucking things. Their mouth is too big. That is absolutely a fatal drop. What's in here? I've been through here before, I just want to see. I fucking see you. Alright, fine. You know, I don't think I normally go down this way. I genuinely don't. Because ordinarily I parkour down here. Alright, now we're going to be subject to a steak American. I know there's nothing here, I just want to read the message. Yeah. Yeah. Just as I suspected. Alright. Magicians, I swear. How in the name of God are you able to track me that far? Ah. I seem to have attracted something of a following. Ah. Run, 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 run. Don't stop, Jason. Keep going. And if they really want to follow me, they're welcome to. They're gonna die. Alright, where's the second stake? There's the second stake. The first time I saw this thing, I absolutely panicked. Then I realized it could move, and I got even more terrified. Ah! Fucking run, fucking run. Ooh, okay. Even she can't believe this yet. Are you actually kidding me? I was far away. Alright, now we really run. That's lowered. Okay, well, now it's just going to be on the move now. So now when I come back to the Grace, the lights are going to be on and it's just going to be walking around. It's just going to be an active threat at that point. I am going to try something. Okay. Now, let's get a big fuck off bow. You'll do. You'll do quite well. I think I'm just outside the effective range. Oh, thank you, God. That could have been way worse. Like, way worse. Now back to my Thor cosplay. Back up, back up, back up. You know exactly what's gonna take him down. Throwing that mighty shield. I just know some modder on PC has like made the shield actually look like Captain America's shield. And it's so useful. It's just so fucking useful. I love it. I mean, it's mildly cheesy at points. But you know, this is something I've long held about these games. It's that after a certain point, the game is going to try to the game's going to try to get you down. It's going to try to get you in the corners, kick you in the teeth, make you bleed. And you just can't take it with this sort of game. You got to give it as well as they give you. When life gives you cheese, make fondue. And if you're given cheese, and you're making that fondue, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Alright. Now time for Jory. I think she's in water too. Let's give that a shot. She is too. Stop that. Dang. Okay. Finally, a battle worth my time. So despite starting late, I plan on ending late. I started around 11. I normally start at 10. I usually go to 1. Today, because it started at 11, I'm going to 2. And then at 2, I'm running directly to work. You know, I want backup. Stop stun locking me. Just as I got a stagger too. Well, hopefully you will be. And I think once we've beaten Jory, and we've gone into the Abyssal Woods and gotten that grace, we're gonna try to make a run at the Putrescent Knight. Actually, no. We'll continue through the Abyssal Woods. Why am I still carrying this? Terrible. Okay, so. No wonder we lost. Our talismans were all wrong. Alright, then for this one. What do we have on at that point? We don't want the Scorpion Charms. We want this one, the Shard of Alexander. One more. Thank you. Which one's Jory? There's Jory. That's right. Stay focused on Andreas. One more. Ah. Nuggets. That was better this time. I really want Andreas' tongue spell. It looks so useful. Okay. Nah, I want to shred him. I want to shred her, rather. Because Jory, surprisingly enough, is a lady. I like how he automatically knew where she was going to be. Ooh, okay. Okay, perfect. All right. Well. That certainly went the way I thought it was going to go. Cool. Now, believe it or not, the Abyssal Woods are actually an easier journey than the Journey to the Putrescent Night because of the cover shooter element. I'm like, I'm screenshotting that because that's cool. 800. I am 38,064 runes off from leveling. So, oh gee, Torrent, let's go riding. Oh no. Oh god. The spectral steed is frightened and cannot be summoned. Okay. Obviously I've done this before, but I just wanted to do that for the fun of it. My thoughts on that are the exact same in the first two cycles. After all the things me and Torrent have been through, this is the thing where he goes, oh no, fuck that, I'm done. That's simply too much for me. Alright, now, let's check the map for a second. Generally speaking... What's that, Grace? Second graveyard? Okay. Generally speaking, we want to go down around this way. Because that's Midra's Manse. That's where we gotta go, ultimately. But... you're gonna see why it's a slog. I'm just making sure I come back here when I die. Because I will inevitably die. Alright, in order to get through, we have to take down the Matting Hand. Hi, Matting. There we go. Yay, now I have a second Matting Hand. Where's the third? How many do I have? I have to have 3. Yeah, I got 3. I want to look at something though. Switch display. And potency increases with faith. Interesting, interesting. Okay, well. Let's continue. I don't have the advantage of Torrent, so I can't just evade. Alright, there's a church. Stop it. Okay. I wanted to try something once I got to this grace in this broken down church. What I wanted to try was Assassin's Gambit in unseen form. And the reason I want to try that is because last time I got through here on stealth, I snuck past the aging untouchables. And while it worked, I'm just wondering if I can do it in a more direct way. So you got Bale's Tyranny. What does this one do? I see. That could be situationally useful. Let's see here. Unseen form. And then... not lucidity. Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's the reason I want to cash in Metyr's Remembrance, so I don't have to constantly switch between casting seals. All right. We are going to put it on the Wakizashi. Unseen form, unseen form. Realm Edge Resolve. And I know I have it. If not, it's already on another dagger. Where in the good goddamn did I put it? There we go. Let's make it bleed. Now let's go back up to Milady. Equip it. Then get rid of this. Swap it out for my sorcery catalyst, which I prefer to use the Prince of Death Staff. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. Now let's see how invisible it makes me. That's the real test. Alright, you guys see me? Interesting. Okay. Well. Let's make sure we're at the stake. Because I want to make sure I'm coming back here and not all the way back to the church. Alright. Okay. Now there's one that quiets my footsteps. Where is it? I'm ordinarily all about the incantations. This is one time when sorceries are fine for me. Alright, both Gambit and Unseen Form have worn off. Okay. We're on track. Now we want to be real careful here. See those yellow things hanging out in the bushes? They'll make a sound if I go near them. So right now I'm really counting on those talismans and the Ash of War, the sorcery to keep me hidden. Alright, both the sorcery and the Ash have worn off. Okay. Now, like I said, believe it or not, this is actually the easier of the two Remembrance boss options to go to. It's stressful, for sure. But, it's doable. Alright, he's way back there. Let's see how far in he comes before turning. He's turning now. He's in profile. Yeah, we're fine. Now, the reason I'm trying to sneak around is because, unfortunately, those enemies back there, they can't be damaged unless you parry them. Now, I'm not a parry god. I can functionally engage with, like, blocking and shielding mechanics, but I'm not the best at parrying. I made attempts. I'm capable of doing it when I, like, really try, but there are just times when I can't. And, like, I accidentally stealthed my way through here the first time. Well, last playthrough. And it worked. So I wanted to further iterate on the strategy this time. Real murky out here right now. Alright, we're on track. Alright, I think we just have to get through here. Alright. I forget how many of them are actually in this forest. We saw 2. I know there's at least 2 more. But let's keep moving. If it sounds like I'm scared, I am, because at any moment, I could get caught. And if I get caught, I die. And then instead of going right back to the Stake America, I go right back to the first grace. And I gotta do this all over again. Alright, that's a dead end. Alright, we're getting close. I can see Inquisitors. I can see Inquisitors, so that means we're near the manse. Can you see me? Yep, those ones can see me, so let's just run. Let's break stealth and make to the house. Because we're almost there. Dead ahead. Ow. That was almost a no-hit through the area. Alright, there's the decapitated corpses. I'm not sure why the game juddered up there, but had some slight frame rate. Alright, we made it through.
I say.
Madness wells. Alright, so this is what I use to get through, just so you guys have some understanding. I use the Crepice Veil, which eliminates all sound made by the wearer during movement. The Concealing Veil conceals wearer while crouching away from foes. As far as my sorceries went, I went for Unseen Form. And then Assassin's Gambit, as the Astral War on my main hand weapon. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you sneak through the Abyssal Woods. Now that stealth is no longer a requirement, let's go back to incantations. We're gonna be doing metyr next. So, what do I even want to use? I want to try that. And do I want a fire option? No, I don't want a fire option. Everything I'm using is non-infusable. So there's no point in getting, like, a buff. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to use this. Alright. I don't need that. I don't need the staff anymore. I don't need this anymore, so we're gonna go back to something spicy, I think. Wait. Ah, that's why I couldn't see it. Alright, we can take off the map marker. Now I'm close to leveling, so I think we're gonna farm this room for just a minute. And I think that puts us up to where we need to be. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Alright, he's not active yet. He's gonna run back. Quickly grab the level I need. There. Actually, no. Couldn't even get his attack off. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. We gotta make our way through here. Whew. Very close. All right, where were we? That took us right to about here. All right. All right. That opens a bookcase. Which takes us up the ladder. Not necessarily a snake eater ladder, but a big ladder nonetheless. One more for you. Well, I didn't realize that, like, spamming an arm wave was going to stop me. Oh well. These things in fact happen. I'm almost done my energy drink, and there's around 30 minutes left of the stream. A big thank you to everyone who came out. I very much do appreciate every one of you. Alright, now I have to run all that way again. You know what? Let's go back to the Thor cosplay. What's this say? Be wary of strong foe, you don't say. Alright, let's run before we get electroshocked. One One more. You can't see it, but I was hardcore shaking my head. Alright. Let's go back up. And this time, we're just gonna run. Fighting them gets me nowhere. Alright, just cross these beams. These non-OSHA allowed beams. Yay, a grace. So now we're not gonna have to run back through. Now we're not gonna have to run back through the entirety of the manse. I thought it was locked onto him. Clearly, I wasn't. I so nearly fell. Tallies. Now that stealth is no longer a requirement, we are going to throw on the Flock's Talisman. The Flock's Canvas Talisman, I mean. She's seen better days. Now, I gotta move that bookcase over there out that way. Because it's just the space I need to make it over there. So let's start looking. There we go. Thank you. Alright, have a quick sip. Have another quick sip. Not everyone knows this, but you can actually engage with all of your like items while you're on the ladder. Let's have some crab while I'm at it. Have a quick snack, have a quick bite. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so we have around 20 minutes left. Alright, that's Nanaya. Bye-bye. Die. I'm not sure why that was so hard for me to say. Revered Spirit Ash. Nice. Alright. Hey. Stay there. Yeah, I know. I'm on fake time. And I mean... Same, dude. Same. It's only fake if I want to continue renting my apartment. Huh. I wonder. Don't ask me what I'm wondering. I just want to see if it's possible to eliminate the first phase from here. Clearly I can't hit him. That's too far. Just goes right through him. Okay. Well. Now I have to go back to the Solitude set. Because I want to be able to poise my way through this. Oh no. Andy, come out. I need you. That's right, Andy. Keep him distracted. Keep him nice and distracted. Just how I want him. Alright, he's going to second phase. This, believe it or not, is what second phase looks like. There we go. Just hit him. Thank you, Andy. I love you, Andy. I know, it's the best hammer. And now I have 1,000,000 runes. Whatever will I do with those 1,000,000 runes? Oh, I know. I'll use it to level up. Okay. So approximately 15 minutes left. Still leaves me with 219,000 runes. I would like to spend them. So to do that, let's find a merchant. A random merchant. Someone who might have perfume bottles? Maybe? Be a lot cooler if they did. Yeah, we'll go to the one in here. Get in a real time zone. God, yeah, I am in a real time zone. Without completely doxing myself. My time zone is one time zone ahead of yours. It's just, I gotta do the work thing, man. Need to be able to pay the bills. Alright, so let's go through here. Alright, now the merchant should be around one of these corners. Where are you coming from? Okay. I can hear him. There you are.
Oh,
Hi, my guy.
I didn't realise you came back.
What do I want to buy? How about buy a ton of those? Still leaves me with 123,352. Buy a ton of those.
I must apologise. I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
Yeah, because it just bought you out of everything. That still leaves me 22,000. What'd you drop? Alright, let's GTF. And head to the Cerulean Coast. Where I'm going to get us to the position where we could start tomorrow if we wanted to. I'm honestly debating it. Well, Wednesdays and Sundays are typically my free days for like socials and like clipping things. I do occasionally stream on them. I'm not sure when I'm going to go tomorrow. But likely midday. Maybe 1 or 2. Around that. Alright, so let's set a map marker for up here. And away we go. "24-hour stream time." Yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, let's keep going. Avoid the ghosties if there's any ghosties around. I see a few of them. Let's avoid the worms. Okay, so we can't go that way. Gotta go around this way. Visually, the Cerulean Coast is one of my favorite areas. I mean, it's the land of the dead, right? So, like, the land of shadow, I mean. I mean, it's the land of the dead, right? So, like, there's always going to be a certain etherealness to it. I don't want to take out any of you guys. Alright, let's get that stagger. Or not, you know? Just come on down. Come on down, dude. Come on down from your perch. I hate trading like that. Hefty cracked pot. Good, good. Yeah, they really are. They really were mad at me specifically. Alright, I'm gonna get us to the grace inside of the hole, I think. Let's make sure we have a marker set up. I know it's really easy to get to, but it still helps having markers. Alright, so we just gotta go down inside this yawning chasm. Alright. Now the slimes are going to be the biggest problem coming down. That and, like, you know, dying from fall damage. Alright, let's take a look around. Alright, so it's definitely this way. Okay. And we just gotta make it down to the grace there. So I think I'm gonna get us to around the cover shootery part. Just to show you why I call it the cover shooter part. And when you see why, you'll realize it's literally the best descriptor for it. Alright, hit this grace so we don't have to run back. Now, I think I'm going to keep the Solitude set on. There's a couple reasons for that. It's just during the cover shooter part, I want to be able to, like, poise my way through. So we gotta cross those coffins. And yes, believe it or not, those are coffins. Now I'm gonna try the stealth way again. Where is it? Okay. Grab my casting seal of choice. We're gonna swap you back out for Milady. Where is it? Alright, let's go down. Ow! Stop that. Leave me alone. Please. Yeah, the distance nerf is definitely real. Alright, there's the Grace. Hit it. Oh god, they're approaching menacingly. Let's reset them. Okay, perfect. I abandon here my love. Same dude, same. Alright, so. Let's make our way down. Alright. So I should be seeing, so I should be seeable by now. So, see all these snakes? When you're visible. Oh, there they go. Speak the devil. Okay. I gotta make it around there. Alright, you guys don't see me. Okay. Yep, it triggered to me. Okay, that's fine. Just roll, just roll, just roll, just roll, just roll. But yeah, that's the cover shootery part. All right. Okay. We got through the cover shooter. I hate these slimes. I really hate them so much. Let me just get through. Come on. Let me go. Any minute now. Well, that's fine. We're still by a grace. We can still run through. But yeah, no, they just drop down from the ceiling, get on you, and just start chunking you for health. It's not a cool thing. So we're not going to do the Few Trust the Night today. I do want to get us to the grace. So that's what I think we're going to do. We're going to finish it there. Let's just get my bearings again. Yeah, this way. Alright, now those skeletons aren't going to come back. And stay down. That should have staggered him. I don't know why it didn't. Ordinarily, after around 2 or 3 shocks, you typically get a stagger. I just didn't this time. Cool. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. There's the grace. And that, I believe, is where we're going to finish it today. Tomorrow we're likely going to go midday. Likely around 1 or 2. Touch the grace. Rest of the grace. And then we can save out because I'm paranoid about my game. Alright, perfect. So, now that we're there, that's what we're going to pick up tomorrow. It's going to be great. We're going to do it. It's going to be another remembered boss down. And I'm not sure who we're doing next. I think we have to do Romina. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Thank you everyone who came out today. I very much do appreciate you guys coming out. The best way you guys can support me is like and subscribe on YouTube. These videos all go out on YouTube like within like 2 hours ish of me finishing. You can also follow on Twitch, stay updated as to when I go live next. And also, if you're on YouTube, I do post when I do go live, just so it's like clear and everyone knows. So pay attention to those spaces. There are other additional social media links on the top of my Twitch. You can go through them if you like. So yeah, have a great day. Stay safe out there, and don't let them grind you down. All right, bye-bye.